Primoz Roglic struck a potentially defining blow up the top of the Col d'Alvar, nobody able to stick to the Slovene's wheel. The final 2 days could change the destination of the Dauphiné title, but at the start Remco Evenepoel digesting the swing that took him out of yellow. The Belgian eyeing different objectives with the Tour de France on the horizon.
It's actually going to be a nice general repetition for the last mountain stages in the Tour. They look a bit similar, so yeah, I think it's going to be a good test to see how it feels, how deep I can go actually, and what the numbers will be at the end of the day.
Sepp Kuss was another left behind yesterday, but a little easier to accept, given Visma have Matteo Jorgensen third, 58 seconds from Roglic, ahead of a monster ride.
Oh, I have to see how I feel in the start. I mean, for sure there'll be a big fight for the break, and it starts a bit uphill. So I have to see how I feel, but yeah, probably take it more conservative, and yeah, just try and help out as long as I'm able to.
Today proved a stage too far for Tao Geoghegan Hart. The Welshman out, but his Lidl Trek teammate looked strong. Giulio CICCONE, the only one to go toe-to-toe with Roglic. A top 10 finish in sight. Can the Italian go one better than yesterday and earn a stage win?
Like I said, for me this race is like a test, so every day I try to do my best, and today I will do the same, so I will fight, and after the stage we see where I am, but for sure after yesterday, yeah, I mean in my head I feel really good, so I really have a good expectative on my shape today.
The Queen stage should be pivotal. No fewer than 3 Category 1 climbs. The first 85 kilometres should soften up the peloton before the eye-popping Côte d'Arrache. Then it's to hell and back. After the Col de la Ramasse, the uncategorised climb to the summit finish at Samoëns. More abandonments, no shock after the past few days. Nielsen Paulus throwing in the towel while 12th overall. Pseudo Quickstep losing Ilan van Wilder. Remco Evenepoel down to 4 teammates. A nervous start, it took until the Col de Cézy for things to settle. A group of 10, but without Mathis Lebert, unable to join the break, likely a last day in polka dots. Surprisingly, one of the stronger climbers, Guillaume Martin, was to crack first inside the final 50k. Marc Soler the main threat to Bora, who remained mindful of the gap. As the lead group reached the Col de la Ramasse, Barguil kicked. Soler responded and even passed the Breton, the UAE rider going it alone. Barguil regrouping with Darren Rafferty and Fortunato, 7k from the summit. The trio rejoined by Baumann and Prodome, but they weren't able to bridge the minute gap. Soler seemed to be in his happy place as he climbed towards the Rasmus summit. A maximum 10 points in the King of the Mountain. More interestingly, Soler the virtual leader of the Dauphiné. Fortunato the next to cross, gathering enough points to go 4 clear of Lebert in the King of the Mountain category. Soler smartly taking the corners cautiously in wet conditions. Fortunato chasing down the stage 7 leader, while Bora Hansgrohe became more active. As Soler headed towards the final 20k, no challenge when it came to the sprint bonification.
Marc Soler wins the intermediate sprint at Les Milliers and now goes forward to try and win today's stage.
Soler's attack the main concern for Roglic. Would his yellow jersey be under threat as the final uncategorised climb began?
On to the final climb of the day. The summit is 10 kilometres away. The average gradient is 9.3%. There's the profile. It's fearsome.
UAE's man with over 3 minutes 30 on the yellow jersey group. Bora strong and powerful. Not everyone could keep up. Kuss dropped. The American will hope to rediscover his legs in time for the Tour. Jack Haig also ran out of steam. The first of the GC top 10 to fall away. With 7 kilometres from the finish, Fortunato saw the gap to Soler double to nearly 2 minutes. That all while one favourite was in difficulty.
Remco Evenepoel is in trouble. Hanging on again at the back of this group.
The yellow jersey group 11 strong. Bora at this stage had Jay Hindley and Vlasov working for Roglic. CICCONE and Derek G again performing brilliantly to keep pace. Soler now having a horrible time, unable to find his rhythm, his solo adventure all but over. Jorgenson, Landa and Buitrago among the group preparing for the final flourish, which Soler would take no part in. Caught finally, the Spaniard might reflect that he went too early. So the stage victory up for grabs, Vlasov once again sacrificing for Roglic. Would it deliver another win, or would somebody else step forward? Just past the Flamme Rouge, we got our answer.
Roglic goes left-hand side, big acceleration, and there's going to be flat-out sprint between these riders. Primoz Roglic with 200 metres to go, getting ready for back-to-back stage wins. Jorgenson trying to get on terms, trying to claw his way back to the win. Roglic still fires. Primoz Roglic, Matteo Jorgenson, but it's going to be back-to-back wins for Roglic.
Vintage Roglic, back competing for the first time since the Tour of the Basque Country crash. No doubts now over fitness or form heading into the Tour de France. And Bora's tactics again working to a T.
It was a hard day, but really guys did an incredible job. I mean, another day that we can celebrate, be happy.
After 2 months without a win, 2 in succession. The 34-year-old's third career win of the Dauphiné, Jorgensen second with CICCONE again on the podium. Roglic within touching distance of a second Dauphiné triumph. Jorgensen and Derek G top 3 just over a minute behind. Evenepoel slides to 6th overall, over 2 minutes off the pace. Roglic also top of the points classification, 10 clear of CICCONE. The Italian will wear green again on the final day. King of the Mountain as well, Roglic will run out of space in his wardrobe for all those shirts. Lebert slides off the top to 3rd, Fortunato in polka dots tomorrow. Paris champion Jorgensen, the best of the youth. The American with nearly a minute over Carlos Rodriguez, Remco down to 3rd. Tomorrow, a further 3 Category 1s. The finish 10k at over 7% up to the Plateau de Glières. One final chance to try and unsettle the otherwise impervious Roglic.